No doubt there's been a shift in thinking when it comes to the food that we consume. As more awareness becomes available, people are beginning to see that what we are consuming may come with consequences. This is evident if you only take a moment to look around you. How many people do you see that are obese or carrying some sort of physical ailment? From limping to scooters, canes, walkers, food allergies, etc. Guys, accepting that this is genetics only is where the problem lies. So let's think about it at a deeper level. What happens when we consume meat? Whatever the animal eats, essentially you eat. Whatever the animal is injected with, you eat. Think about it from a biological perspective. Prior to slaughter, what do you think the animal feels? Scared? What happens when you're frightened? The body floods with the hormone adrenaline. Adrenaline then makes your heart skyrocket and spikes blood pressure. In turn, we consume that. Could this be the link to heart disease and high blood pressure issues that we have in the United States? I don't know. I'll be the first to tell you though, I grew up with a meat and potatoes mentality and that's how you get your protein and all that. But I'll ask you the same question that was posed to me prior to my decision to cut meat out of my diet. If you had to kill and butcher for the meat, would you be able to? Me personally, I'm not a hunter. I couldn't do it. The process would result in a loss of appetite for me. Beyond that, let's discuss something that I found to be very disturbing. 80% of all antibiotics produced in the United States is used for animal feed. Not to fend off disease, but to boost growth. That means that we are consuming so much meat, they have to take extreme measures to keep up with the growing demand. So next time you reach for those chicken breasts, take a look at the size of them. There's definitely been a shift in mentality when it comes to whether or not meat is healthy or not for us. I think of how I used to feel after I would eat those big steak dinners. You know, that lethargic, tired feeling you get? That's because you're eating meat takes energy from the body to break it down. But you receive no energy back from the meat. Meat has absolutely no vibration because it's dead flesh. I first want to make it clear, this was my personal choice. I didn't make this decision because of some documentary I watched. I made this decision to cut meat about 2 years ago because, simply put, I wasn't feeling good at 32 years old. Of course, I did my research and I connected my own dots as to why I wasn't feeling good. From stomach issues to joint pain, something had to change. This is exactly what I tell people who are thinking about cutting meat from their diet. Do it slowly. Due to the fact that, number one, your body is used to consuming meat, and also your reason for why you're doing it has to be strong enough for you to stick with it. And that's any lifestyle change. I see too often people go vegan or vegetarian overnight because they watch some shocking documentary on factory farming, or they do it because it's trendy, and 6 months down the road, guess what? They're back to eating meat. So take your time. I'll be real, the rare craving does occur, and I will eat crab, shrimp, or salmon. So understand it is a process and it does take adjusting to. For those saying, I'm never cutting meat, that's fine, that's your free will, and no matter what your stance is on it, nobody should be judged no matter what side of the fence you sit on. But I too said, I'm never cutting meat out of my diet. Now not only do I feel better and look better, I think better. Undoubtedly, I feel clearer and more presence of mind, and most importantly, my immune system is working stronger and my body is more efficient than it's ever been. In conclusion, I want to stress again that this was a personal choice about feeling better. The results have truly been life-changing, from the weight loss to increased energy and freedom from joint pain. I have to attribute about 70% of all I just mentioned from cutting meat out of my diet. The other 30% comes from exercising and staying active. Ultimately, you can do your own research, or you can check out our blog at www.unplug-yourself.com for more information on the meat we consume in the United States.